This video is the final part of the SRV260 installation process, covering the landing gear installation, tail motor installation, and the final assembly of the entire aircraft. First, attach the wheels to the main landing gear struts using the provided screws. And then attach the main landing gear assembly to the underside of the fuselage, also using the provided screws. After securing the main landing gear, unscrew the screws on the side of the nose landing gear arm and remove the nose landing gear arm. Insert the nose landing gear through the bottom of the fuselage, then reinstall and secure the nose landing gear strut. Thread locker should be applied to the side screws. Install the PTK 9712 servo motor into the front landing gear servo slot and secure it with the self-tapping screws provided with the servo motor. Connect the servo motor to the servo tester and power it on. Set the PWM signal to 1500 to find the servo's neutral position. Then, attach the servo arm to the output shaft, aligning it as closely as possible with the servo body. At this point, adjust the front wheels to be as parallel as possible to the fuselage and then install the connecting rod and ball joint. Test the servo motor's movement, ensuring the nose landing gear can move ±15 degrees left and right, that the servo motor operates smoothly, and that there is no structural interference. At this point, mark the length of the connecting rod and ball joint, then remove the ball joint, apply thread locker, and finally secure it in place. Next, we'll drill the pitot tube opening. Use a power drill to make a small hole in the center of the aircraft nose, then use a step drill bit to enlarge the hole to 10 millimeters. Finally, clean up any burrs and install the pitot tube. Next, begin installing the tail motor. Align the motor fixture with the rear of the aircraft body and drill the necessary holes. Secure the motor propeller mount and the motor base in place. And then install the motor mounting plate and secure it with round head M4x18 screws, M4x14 one washers, and M4 self-locking nuts. First, pass the roundhead M5 Kind 35 screw through the M5 15-1 washer, then through the pre-drilled hole at the rear of the fuselage, and slide on the M5 14x10 aluminum spacer. Align the motor mounting plate with the rear fuselage holes, and finally secure everything with a self-locking nut. Connect the motor to the ESC. Connect the servo tester to the DuPont connector on the ESC. Power the ESC with a 6S battery and test the motor's rotation direction. Correct rotation direction. When installing a standard propeller, the motor should rotate clockwise when viewed from the tail of the aircraft. When installing a reverse propeller, it should rotate counterclockwise. If the direction is incorrect, simply swap any two of the motor's three-phase wires. After the motor rotation direction is confirmed, disconnect the power and install the propellers, securing them with the nuts provided in the motor kit. Fix the ESC inside the fuselage using double-sided tape. The motor installation is now complete. Then the final assembly begins. Align the central wing with the slots on the fuselage and secure it with screws and countersunk washers. Thread the servo DuPont connector for the horizontal stabilizer through the left vertical stabilizer and bring it out from the front. Then connect the DuPont connectors of the left vertical stabilizer and the left tail support one by one and secure them with the locking clips. Insert the left tail support into the left vertical stabilizer until it clicks into place, and then secure it to the horizontal stabilizer with the provided screws. The installation of the right vertical stabilizer and right tail support is the same as the left vertical stabilizer and tail support. Place approximately 3 kilograms of ballast in the nose of the aircraft to prevent the fuselage from tilting upwards during tail support installation. Connect the DuPont connectors on the assembled vertical and horizontal stabilizers to the corresponding DuPont connectors on the central wing, securing them with locking clips. Align the tail support holes with the screw holes on the bottom of the central wing and secure them with screws. Apply thread locker to all screws. Pass the tubes through the center wing, align the outer wings with the center wing tubes, and insert them. Connect the reserve DuPont connectors of the left and right outer wings to the corresponding DuPont connectors on the center wing one by one and secure them with locking clips. Finally, slide the outer wings fully into place and secure them with the quick release clips. With this, the SRV260 H-Tail Electric Pro version installation is complete. Finally, note the aircraft's center of gravity. The center of gravity should be located 120 millimeters aft of the leading edge of the center wing along the chord line. You can adjust the aircraft's center of gravity by moving the battery forward or backward. If the correct center of gravity cannot be achieved by repositioning the battery, additional ballast may be added as needed to bring the center of gravity to the proper position.